And you know, I got a letter a few months ago from this lady. She wanted me to die in a hurricane, and I don't know. It was terrible. And she chastised me for us saying in the course. The funny thing is 2 weeks later, she writes back, says, incredible course, and figure that out. But she writes back and says, you know, I tried these things, and they do work. I'm sorry about the first letter. I hope you're still alive. But yeah, it was really a strange letter. You know, I was like freaking out when I got this letter. But what was interesting is she's chastising us for saying, go out and look for things that already work. When I was a kid, I used to sit there and wonder to myself, well, how do people make money? And I got to, you know, interface with a lot of wealthy people as a young kid. And I found most of them were, you know, doctors and dentists and attorneys. And I got to caddy for sports stars, and that was pretty interesting. But I started to really ask myself these questions because I was around a lot of wealth, and I saw it, so I tried to understand it. Many of you have done the same thing. And so I tried to conjure up, what's the key to success? What's the key to success? Well, the simple thing is sell what people want to buy. So when you go out and you start to notice these things, this person was chastising us for saying, wait, don't go out and cut and pave a new road. Just go look for one that's already there. It's easier to drive down a new road. You know, the old saying, a pioneer is someone with arrows in their back. Second person in usually makes the money because someone's already paved the road. Someone already knows the market's there. Oh, okay. I'm not finding out whether there's a market that exists. If you go out there, just like the story that we started out with a little while ago, about these guys that thought they had a great idea, but nobody wanted to buy it. They risked their life savings. You know, and it's amazing to me what people invest in. I mean, they raise millions of dollars in limited partnership or public stock offering, whatever, and then they go and they spend all this money. No one wants to buy it. The only people they sold were the investors. And the fact is, if you go to the library, you watch TV, you pick up newspapers, you pick up tabloids, you're going to see all these products that people want to buy. Does anybody know what you do when you start to narrow in on some products that you think you might want to offer? Anybody have an idea? A guess? Huh? What was it? Well, let me tell you the first thing you do. Well, you're a couple steps ahead. Here's the first thing you do. You order it. You order it. And this lady was also chastising for me, you know, for telling exactly what you do. And you do two things. You order one, then you order another. You return one of them to see how they handle the return process. And you also find out in the ordering process what their upsells are, what their cross-sells, what their back ends are. Do they have any downsell offers? Is it a continuity offer? Is it a one-time sale? Why? Because if you're interested in this offer and you see that they don't have an upsell, if they don't have a downsell, a cross-sell, a back end, if they don't do anything with their list, there's a couple of opportunities there. First of all, you can go out and compete against them in the marketplace, or you can approach them and say, hey, I have all these things that I can do to your existing business. All I want to do is work your list. I want to create the marketing for working your list. Because you realize there's opportunities that exist there. You know, when you have upsells on an offer, they're almost all profit. Upsells are much more profitable. Why? Because if you look at it this way, that you've absorbed a lot of your advertising costs in the initial sale, the upsell doesn't have an ad cost. And you've already got them on the phone, or you've already got them in the mail, and you've got them in the ordering process.